and he hasn't really won that much in these events.
Maybe he's not as tough as he's trying to make himself out to be. Maybe he's just full of, you know what?
Maybe. Thank you for controlling
Maybe he's
yourself.
just had too many 12 packs of false courage and is spouting off at the mouth. Maybe that's why they call him Tank.
Well, maybe the matches he was in were fixed. That's probably why they called him Tank. But nonetheless, you got to admit
Exactly.
that ground fighting is going to help you more than street fighting or boxing. I mean, that's proven in these events.
Proven in what way?
Well, the people who have more intestinal fortitude and who have been, perseverance as far as wrestling longer, they outdo the street fighters because they blow up so quickly. The people who are more well-known and have more technical skills when it comes to boxing and using their hands, they get worn out. You go to the ground, these people who have no technical skills, they can wear you out because they have that type of fortitude.
Let me dispel all that rhetoric.
All right.
Point one. You're talking about your two big superstars are guys that actually quit. They were quitters in my industry. Point two, forget about blowing up. When I'm in a fight, it's over in short order. It doesn't go much longer than 30 seconds. And then you got 911 and company coming, and the guy realizes, hey, I shouldn't have messed with this guy. It's not you won't see me laying around on a mat trying to get the guy to blow up. I just take him out.
I see more wrestling and Ultimate Fighting than I do in WCW, I could say that. Why is that?
WCW is a cartoon.
And WWF.
I think.
And I believe, but actually I believe they're moving out of that realm. I believe it's a conditioning program for the old folks home, because they've proven now through tests and whatnot that if you keep older people moving around and training and a little visibility, that they hang on for an extra couple years before they croak.
Right.
And that's nice for the family member. Gives you a little, more time to put together a living will and whatnot.
Okay. Now that you've, it's been about 6-7 months since you've been working for Titan Sports. I think this is a good time frame. How would you, what would you say about Vince McMahon as a business person? You've heard different things about him years ago. You've worked for the guy for 6-7 months now. What's it like working for the WWF?
I think it's great. It's a class organization, and Paul Brown once said, "Class always shows," and it starts at the top, and that's with Vince McMahon, and it reverberates throughout the whole company. And very proud to have the opportunity to work with him.
Mm-hmm.
Any level of accomplishment that had previously been seen in the sport.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, sure. I mean, Vince took it nationally. Absolutely.
I don't like
Everybody wants to call this a war. Well, fine.
Right.
It is.
Wars go up and down. There's swings of momentum all the time.
Right.
Just because WCW has a brief time where they're winning in the ratings a little bit, let's look at their house shows.
Mm-hmm.
They can't draw anything. Look at the numbers.
It seems ratings in pro wrestling are higher than any other cable show, but the pay-per-view buy rates and the house show attendances for the big two, aren't spectacular. I got 6-7 months ago when
I'll put our house show numbers against theirs any day of the week.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there was even talk of them discontinuing house shows for a while at WCW because they were doing so poorly.
And besides, Hogan wasn't on any of those cards. That is a factor, whatever you want to say about Hogan. He still means something at the box office. Do you think that the WWF, now that Bret Hart is back, they'll surpass WCW as far as everything except ratings? Because I think WCW has its hold on the ratings with their 2-hour format right now. But everything else...
Right now. But like I said, anytime you see a long battle, you're going to see swings and momentum.
Mm-hmm.
So don't be surprised to see us back on top shortly.
Brian, what do you...
It'll be a long, drawn-out battle, and I've come to know the people at WWF are fighters, and we're not going to lay down, and I fully anticipate us being back on top. We're already on top in several other areas, marketing, house show attendance, etc.
You've never not been on top on the marketing. I think
WCW wants to claim victory on a brief period of time based on Monday night ratings. Well, that's fine, but that's one segment of the big picture.
It's true. I think I was starting to say I think WWF has always been on top in marketing. I think they just have a much bigger machine going down there. Brian,
how can you claim victory for WCW based on one segment of the overall picture?
Well, this first week you can't because it's just too premature. But overall, the last 6 months, according to Entertainment Weekly, they're the highest-rated cable show, weekly show. They're beating some of the shows on Nickelodeon, like Rugrats and Doug and all those shows.
Right, but again, we're talking about Monday night show pretty much, right?
Right.
Right, that's it. So like he said, it's one segment of the whole thing. I don't know how much money is coming to the whole picture. Brian? Hey, Brian, we're going to have to run off and do some other stuff, and we started this interview with you apparently thinking we were sucking up to you, or not, my friend. We want you to get back in the ring because we're fans. Hope you get back soon, get a complete recovery. I want to thank you so much for coming on the show.
Well, thanks for having me on, and please do me a favor, take some broadcasting classes in the interim between my next appearance.
And we'll look forward to it. Thank you very much.
If Vince picks up the bill, I will. Thank you.
Take care, Brian. Bye-bye.